Did you defraud anyone? How were you compensated? Sam was a blogger as well. Not to engage because it's sexier, broken heart, and then burn them. Welcome back, guys. Always good to see you, and thanks for joining. So today was the start of Sam's Hail Mary, his true testimony. Yesterday's testimony was without the jurors. It's all detailed in yesterday's video if you haven't seen it. So some quick highlights before I get started. The biggest thing so far, they even talked about his hair, his shorts, his t-shirt look, and he's actually going to still testify on Monday. He's not done. And there were some bombshells, unexpected bombshells, such as his detailing of this code, the one that allowed the negative balance with Alameda. And those details kind of contradict everything that the previous witnesses have said. And of course, nothing is Scam Sam's fault. Now, yesterday, unexpected bombshells, especially in regards to the FTX lawyers, specifically this guy named Daniel Friedberg, who apparently Sam hired himself, even knowing that he had been involved in an insider trading scandal involving millions and millions of dollars being stolen from customer funds. Sounds very similar to FTX, doesn't it? Okay, and if you're wondering why it takes me so long, well, I have to read, of course, a bunch of stuff, aggregate the information. On top of that, I have to present it in a way where it's really not boring. So I tend to read all the lines 2, 3, sometimes 4 times, just so I can make things a little bit more expressive and hopefully not so dull. Sam says a lot in his testimony. So hang with me, guys. The defense calls the great Scam Sam. Mark Cohen, very first question, what did FTX stand for? Sam answering, Futures Exchange, that he and his friends thought they could build the best product on the market. Asked if it worked out that way, he said no. In fact, it was the opposite of that. He said FTX declared bankruptcy and that a lot of people got hurt. Mark Cohen straight away, did you defraud anyone? Sam said no. Mark Cohen asking, how did FTX work? He replied it was primarily a margins exchange, that it works like a mortgage. Objection, narrative, sustained, moving on. Judge saying, ask a question. Mark Cohen, with whom did you live in college? He said Gary Wang, Adam Yedidia, and others. He's asked after, where did you work? Sam said Jane Street, saying that it was not a high-frequency trading shop. Mark Cohen asking, did they tell you not to engage in front running? He said yes. He's asked what desk did he work on? Sam said that a desk is about 20 traders and that he worked on international ETFs. Asked if he liked working at Jane Street. He said yes, that they treated him well. Asked if anyone came with him to Alameda. He said yes, Caroline Ellison and Adam Yedidia. Asked why he started Alameda. He said that crypto was getting hot in 2017, that it was getting a lot of public attention, that he would see 2 people talking excitedly about something, and he said it was probably about crypto, that there was a lot of demand. He said that crypto seemed like a place with a big demand for an arbitrage provider, that banks were not involved and that the brokers were also not involved, saying that there might be really big opportunities, really large arbitrage opportunities available. And that was certainly true at the time. He's asked what he knew about crypto. He said basically nothing, admitting he basically had no idea how crypto worked. Asked where did you borrow from for Alameda? He said Celsius, Genesis, BlockFi, and Voyager. Asked where was Alameda's first office? He said Berkeley, as it's in Alameda County in California. He said we wanted to be under the radar, but he didn't want to call it Sam's crypto trading firm, that their internal name was Wireless Mouse, saying that the first office was in an Airbnb in North Berkeley. Asked who else was at the Airbnb, he said Gary Wang. Mark Cohen asking, why did you invite Gary Wang? Sam said that he trusted him, that he was a brilliant developer. Asked, how were you compensated? Sam said at the time he had a $200,000 salary, and saying that eventually they hired Caroline Ellison. Asked, how did you come to know Nishad Singh? Sam saying that he was a good friend of his brother, Gabe, that he didn't know him well, but that he was working at Facebook. And apparently there were some issues at Facebook. Then all of a sudden, Mark Cohen, did there come a time where you spoke with Caroline Ellison about what happened? Objection. With the judge saying he can only answer with what he's already said. Scam Sam, stuttering a little bit, I said, and I apologized that I had not told her what happened exactly earlier about the problems. Sam said they were making around 50 to 100% in annualized profits. Asked where they went to next, he said Hong Kong, saying he had gone to a conference there, that apparently he made some good connections, had some good meetings. So he started renting a WeWork. Gary and Nishad went over there and they started FTX. Mark Cohen, have you heard of clawbacks? Sam said yes. If the value went negative, that they could reach out to the users, but that they could not rely on this for most users, that if FTX FTX couldn't cover it, that it would mean it would be socialized losses for other users. Asked if he wrote explainers, he said yes. That he published them on the Zendesk. They put up a document, Mark Cohen asking if he knows what this is. He said yes, that it's an explainer on spot margin trading. Asked if he set forth his views on the industry. He said yes. In blog posts, Sam was a blogger as well. Mark Cohen asking, why did you like Hong Kong? Sam said it was a better regulatory environment. Asked, how did you get customers? Sam said, we asked our friends, we made improvements, and word of mouth. It spread organically through social media, and they interacted a lot on social media. Now he's asked about support tickets. Sam said he tried to answer some of them, well, a handful of them. Mark Cohen says, once FTX was up and running, did it have any relations with Alameda? He said yes. That Alameda was a market maker. Mark Cohen asking about the risk waterfall. Sam said if an account went negative, that they'd start selling off. But if it was too late, that they would have to backstop liquidity, saying that they increased the servers for the risk engine, but that they learned that if there was an erroneous liquidation of Alameda or any other large account, objection, Judge Kaplan, finish your answer. Wow. Sam said it would be catastrophic for FTX. And this is where it starts to get interesting. Sam said that he told Gary Wang, we have to stop liquidations of Alameda's accounts, saying that they told him that they did it. Gary Wang and Nishad, saying that now he knows this was the allow negative function in the code. Mark Cohen, tell me about the line of credit of Alameda. Sam saying it grew over time to billions. Mark Cohen, did there come a time where you had discussions with Gary Wang and Nishad Singh about Alameda? Objection, leading, sustained. Rewording by Cohen, did you have discussions? If so, with who? He said yes, with Gary Wang and Nishad, that they increased the line of credit, saying we increased the line of credit. He goes on to say, at the time, I wasn't entirely sure what was happening, that he thought the funds were being held in a bank account or sent to FTX in stable coins, saying that if Alameda was keeping it, he figured this is how it would be reflected as a negative number on FTX. Interesting explanation there. They show evidence and documents. Sam saying Signal, spreadsheets, a few websites, Alameda's pointer pages. Mark Cohen, did FTX have terms of service? Sam said yes, and they're being shown at the moment. Mark Cohen, tell me about FTT. Sam saying this was FTX's token. He's asked, what is buy and burn? Sam saying that FTX each week would use 1/3 of its profits to buy up FTT tokens and then burn them. Asked if FTT was trading on the exchange. Sam said yes, saying also on other exchanges like Binance. Mark Cohen, did there come a time when Binance moved to sell FTT? Sam said yes, that they had a meeting about it, which included Sam Trabucco and Caroline Ellison. Mark Cohen, what is market manipulation? Sam responding that at Jane Street, they used to say that it was bad trades used to change the price of assets. Objection. Interesting. Judge Kaplan chimes in. He tells the juror that they will take what he says, what the judge says, what manipulation means as a law in this case, meaning they can only define what manipulation means in accordance with Judge Kaplan's definition. Pretty interesting. Anyways, Mark Cohen clearing up that that definition came from Jane Street, with Sam agreeing yes. Who was Sam Trabucco? Sam answered, he was the co-CEO of Alameda. Cohen, what kind of hours were you working? On a light day, 12 hours. On a hard day, he says 22 hours. That Adderall kicking in. Oh my God. He says he took off a day every few months, claiming that he had up to 60,000 unread messages. Mark Cohen, how many Signal channels were you on? Sam said a few hundred, he thinks. Asked if the growth of FTX impact his relationship with Alameda. Sam saying he had to stop being the CEO, but that he was still involved in ventures, and hence he turned it over to Sam Trabucco and Caroline Ellison. He said they were capable people, a good team, claiming that they were the best that he had at the time. Caroline was a good manager, empathetic, but that she was not a good software developer, saying she was good at doing research, but that she had not focused on risk management. Asked if Trabucco stepped away. Sam said yes, saying that Sam Trabucco effectively stepped into an early retirement. I wonder why. With Sam saying that he suggested a new co-CEO to Caroline, but Caroline said no. Mark Cohen, why did you leave Hong Kong? Sam saying, again, due to regulations, but this time regulations were not moving forward. also because of domestic issues, including COVID quarantines in China and Asia, and even disputes with China. Asked where he went, Sam said the Bahamas, saying that the Bahamas had regulations that they found suitable, saying he traveled there in 2021. He goes on to say that he lived in the Albany complex in the penthouse, and essentially it was a resort compound. Asked how many people he lived with, Sam saying 10, including Caroline, Adam, Yedidia, Gary, Nishad, someone named Andrea, Claire, Ross, Layla. They show a picture of Sam with a deck of cards. Sam said that he used them, he liked to fidget with them. Asked if he ever went to Las Vegas. Objection. Asked when he broke up with Caroline, the beautiful Caroline Ellison. Sam said spring of 2022 that she wanted more than what he could give. He said it wasn't the first time that they had broken up. Poor Scam Sam. Broken heart. Mark Cohen, when you were CEO, did you prepare balance sheets? Sam said yes, using Alameda's pointer system. Okay, Mark Cohen moves on to talk about marketing, asking what was your approach? Sam said he had no background, but that as the company grew, that he thought about it, with Sam saying he was suspect in terms of Facebook and Google ads, saying, I thought brand marketing would be better. Mark Cohen, Miami-Dade Arena, how did that come about? Sam saying that names of stadiums in the United States, that they're widely known, that an average level sports fan could even name them, even if you've never been. He said there were 4 available: Miami, Kansas City, New Orleans Saints, that they were all in discussions, and apparently the Kansas City Royals. Mark Cohen, you mentioned venture investing. Sam said yes, early stage projects that had not yet matured, something like a startup. Asked if he did his due diligence. Sam said yes. Asked if he did due diligence on Solana, the crypto token. Sam said yes, that he invested in Solana. Mark Cohen, the list of properties, did FTX purchase them? Sam said yes, that he wanted the core staff to live there, to move there, and to recruit others. Asked who was the public face of FTX. Sam said he was. Sam said that my interviews went better than expected, that the demand grew. Quite a bit of narcissism there from Mr. Scam Sam there. Mark Cohen, why did you wear the shorts and t-shirts? Sam said he found them comfortable. This is a stupid line of questioning. Mark Cohen, why the long hair? Why the hair? Sam said he was lazy. They show a picture as evidence. They ask who is in the picture. Sam said Katy Perry, Kate Hudson, Michael Keeves, and him, that they were running a Super Bowl ad. Asked when he met Michael Keeves. Sam said he had been wandering around the stadium and he ran into them and he was invited. Mark Cohen, did you invest in Michael Keeves' K5? Sam said yes, saying I thought they had promising incubations and celebrity contacts. Mark Cohen, did you want to contribute to candidates, political candidates? Sam said yes, in 2020, 2021, and 2022. Mark Cohen asking why. Sam saying, I thought I could impact the world. Of course, effective altruism. He added that he was interested in pandemic prevention, saying I thought the policy for that was important for Congress and the executive branch, that some of his donations were by FTX for cryptocurrency lobbying. He said some, but not most. Interesting there. Asked what the crypto lobbying was for. He said U.S. regulatory structure. Asked who else made donations, answering Nishad and Ryan Salome. Mark Cohen, did you discuss the donations with Ryan Salome? Sam said no. Where were your donations from? The money. Scam Sam, he answers, loans from Alameda Research. Mark Cohen, did you hire political consultants? Yes, saying I had a full-time job, so he hired them. Did you know Mr. Michael Sadowski? Sam said yes, saying he was with Guardians Against Pandemics. Funny because that's the nonprofit that his brother was running out of DC using FTX and Alameda money. Mark Cohen, what about Congress members? With Sam saying he discussed crypto and other regulations with them. Asked if he testified to Congress, Sam said yes, in late 2021, in early 2022, and even in the summer of 2022, saying that the House Financial Services Committee had invited him, and then going back again to talk about the CFTC. Remember, he hired a CFTC former lawyers and former commissioner, adding that a committee had a hearing about his application to the CFTC. Objection sustained. Mark Cohen, why did FTX use Slack and Signal? Sam said they were conversational. Asked what is encryption? Sam says it's like World War II, but on the internet, that it's about the sender and the receiver, saying we thought it was good. Objection? Who is we? Sam responding, oh, I'm sorry. I meant me. I often say we to not single myself out from other employees. That was a good catch by the prosecutor, because using we takes away responsibility from Sam. Mark Cohen, what about records retention? Sam saying some had to be kept, some should not have been kept, and then some others We're in the middle. Mark Cohen, what about Celsius? Objection sustained. What happened to Alameda in May 2022? Sam saying that the net asset value fell from $40 billion to $10 billion from May 2022 to June 2022. Did you discuss this? Did you discuss hedging with Caroline Ellison? Sam said yes. Asked what he said to Caroline. Sam says Alameda had assets of objection. Mark Cohen, what was the substance of what you just said? Sam said they had not hedged as of June 2022. He's asked, what else did you tell her? Sam saying that Romnick, Ben, and Sam Trabucco were on their way out. Mark Cohen, the conversation about the mining firm, whom did you speak with? Sam responding, Romnick and Caroline, saying that he suggested to Caroline that Alameda put on a $2 billion hedge. Asked if they did, Sam said no. Sam adding that Caroline had approached us and said that she thought Alameda had nearly gone bankrupt. And I was surprised. Sam was surprised. Mark Cohen, how would you describe her demeanor? She was nervous. Objection. Overruled. Then he's asked what happened that day. Sam responding that he was going to fly to DC to meet up with some senators and their staffers to discuss crypto regulations, but he put it off, going on to say that Nishad had pointed out that there was a bug, an $8 billion bug, and that he told them to fix this bug and the underlying system, saying, I thought it could not have been very robust if it had allowed the bug, the system itself. Mark Cohen, was the bug fixed? With Sam saying that Nishad and Adam Yedidia took care of it, they handled it, and there is a memo about it. Mark Cohen, did Gary Wang and Nishad Singh discuss the size of the liability? Sam said, I do not recall. He's asked, when Alameda's liabilities came up again, what did you do? Sam says he looked at PaperBid, asked if reloans on payments took place. He said approximately $1 billion from Alameda. Asked if he spoke with BlockFi. Sam said yes, with Zach Prince, the previous witness, saying that we had reached an option to buy them. Adding that he also spoke to Celsius's board of directors and also Voyager, that he provided a small amount to Voyager. Mark Cohen, did you have a discussion with Adam Yedidia about Bulletproof? Sam said yes. Asked if he recalled where? He said no. Did you have any discussions with Adam Yedidia? Okay, Mark Cohen says let's jump to August of 2022. Asking Sam, did you have any discussions with Nishad? Sam said yes. Asked, do you remember discussion of the Korean account? Sam said yes. Asked if hedging came up again. He said yes, with Caroline. Mark Cohen saying let's talk about things Sam is freaking out about. Asking Sam, were you freaking out? Sam said, I don't tend to freak out very much, but I did start thinking about shutting down Alameda, that there might not be the right management in place. Mark Cohen, did there come a time Nishad spoke to you at the Orchid? Sam said yes, but Nishad expressed concerns about marketing, brand partnerships, K5. I told him that the whole marketing team was a mess, that I didn't greenlight certain marketing initiatives, pointing the finger some more at the crazy spending. Sam adding, I told him other initiatives were succeeding, were successful. Mark Cohen, how did Nishad seem to you? Sam responding, I experienced Nishad as nervous and halting, so lacking confidence, hesitant. I don't know. Nishad going in and out of the courtroom looks mighty smug. He's pretty confident. That was it. That was it for the day. He's going to be questioned again on Monday. And after that, of course, the cross-examination. So my guess is that'll be the most fireworks. Given how prosecutor Sassoon yesterday at the practice testimony, she got really aggressive with Sam, pouncing on him, which probably will be the most explosive part. His whole testimony isn't really driving his defense. But honestly, so far, it seems pretty weak. It's super weak. And given that Danielle Sassoon is going to bite his head off during cross-examination, I think over the weekend, Scam Sam, I don't know, he's got to come up with something. You know, I don't think it's too late for Sam to actually just plea out a deal with the prosecutor. But his ego is just too big. I don't think he could do that. Besides, he bought so many favors, he's thinking, hey, what the hell? Maybe I can talk my way out of this. So there was a little bit of trying to push the blame on Caroline Ellison. Oh, a little bit, not too much. It's what I said yesterday. I still think that the media, the finance, the crypto media, and the regular media, at first, they pushed the whole story of Caroline Ellison, the crypto wizard, the math wizard, that Sam blamed everything on her. Of course, because it's sexier to blame the ex-girlfriend who's polyamorous. All baloney. So I'll post a video over the weekend, call it The Weekender. I want to look more into this Friedberg character because Sam says he knew him. He knew of his crimes. He knew that the guy did insider trading. This guy was a master shopper in terms of jurisdictions, and of course, setting up shell companies. Super shady. All right, guys, well, that's it for this one. Thanks for spending time with me. Please don't forget to smash the like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.